Hello and welcome to this morning's Liverpool News Roundup here on Anfield Agenda. My name is Conor and I'm going to take you through all of the latest Liverpool news after Arne's press conference ahead of Leeds United tomorrow. We're going to take a look through the main talking points, the main quotes from the press conference. I'll try to give my reaction to it, and please by all means leave your reaction to it in the comments below. Before we get into it, please do hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new, and yeah, let's get into the quotes. Speaking about conceding goals, Arne had this to say. In the last two games, we were one deflection away from keeping 2 clean sheets. That is a step forward compared to 7 goals conceded in 2 games. And look, obviously it's better than conceding 7 goals, but that chance should never have come about. And we were lucky not to concede at the end and lose once again due to Federico Chiesa's heroic save off the line. So, look, I do kind of understand where he's coming from, but I think it's not as straightforward and simple as he's making out there. He keeps banging on about the fact that their goal wasn't a chance. That's irrelevant. They scored, we didn't score more, and ultimately we didn't beat Sunderland. So look, obviously better not to be conceding 7 goals in 2 games, but I think there's only so many times you can keep saying that it wasn't a chance or it was a deflection. It still went in. Ultimately they scored, we didn't get more goals than them, and yeah, we just need to figure out because we still have too many issues at the back, still have too many individual errors. Virgil van Dijk even is starting to make individual errors, which is completely uncharacteristic for him. Ibrahima Konate has always had the possibility of making a mistake, and that has trebled if not quadrupled this season, and now Van Dijk is starting to slip up slightly as well. So look, we need to sort out the defence. Again, not conceding 7 in 2 games, it's obviously a plus, but yeah, we need to sort it out because we're still not quite there yet. Some injury updates then. Arne said Joe Gomez got a knock versus West Ham, but was able to play versus Sunderland and should be able to train again today. Conor Bradley has trained this week and should be available in the squad. So there is actually a decision to be made there then. Does Conor Bradley come straight back into the starting lineup or do you stick with Joe Gomez? Joe Gomez, of course, always an injury risk. So do you really want to start him again after playing so many minutes in the last week? But then again, is Conor Bradley really fit enough to be starting? So I would imagine we probably see 45 or 60 minutes from one and then the rest of the game from the other. I'd imagine we probably will see both if both are in the squad as indeed is expected. So one to keep an eye on. I would probably say Gomez starts and then Conor Bradley plays maybe 45 minutes in the second half. Great news, obviously, that Conor Bradley is back. Joe Gomez has been putting in a shift at right back in fairness, but always good to have more options, always good to be able to rotate players as well, of course, so good news on that one. Arne was then asked about why Chiesa is not getting more game time. Finally, someone has asked the question. Federico Chiesa has deserved to start for his team for a long time, and finally, someone has actually asked the question. I'm not sure who asked it, but Arne had this to say. Every player has a possibility to start, but we have many options to start in his position. He is indeed having an impact coming off the bench. So he's not going to start then, is what I'm hearing there. It is an agenda at this point. It must be. And I want to tie this in with an answer he gave to a question around Cody Gakpo, and he had this to say. You can look at it in a way that if someone plays a lot, it gives them consistency and confidence. When I speak to players who don't play a lot, they say they need minutes for confidence. I haven't tried Hugo off the left because of the Isak situation not being available for every game. Rio has had minutes, but he's 17 and that's a lot. More than any other player at any other club. So that is a positive for him. I don't think Cody suffers from a lack of competition. Players can play in his position. He just said at the end there, Cody Gakpo doesn't lack competition in that position, right after reeling off all of the reasons why no one else can play there. So Ekitike can't play off the left because Isak isn't bulletproof, and Ekitike will be expected to play minutes through the centre, of course, so we can't be using both of them at the same time. Rio Ngamoha is only 17, so he can't be getting a huge amount of minutes. And then Federico Chiesa, he could easily slot in on the left side, and he's just said that he's been brilliant off the bench, but I don't get it at this point. I just don't get it. I'm lost for words. Chiesa needs to be playing. He doesn't necessarily have to be through the centre or on the right. He's more than capable of playing off the left. Give Gakpo a rest. Gakpo does get output, to be fair, but he hasn't been good enough week in, week out. So look, try something different. Give Chiesa a chance. He more than deserves it. I'm not here to slander Cody Gakpo at all, but he shouldn't be undroppable. And the fact that, again, Slot is there saying, oh, well, this fella can't play there, this fella can't play there, and this fella can't play there. But he has loads of competition. I've just told you all the players. But you're not going to play them left wing. So give Chiesa a chance. Give Gakpo some time on the bench. I'm sure Gakpo will come back and start banging in goals again as well. Like I said, I've absolutely no doubt of Cody Gakpo's output, but we do just need a little bit different at times, and the likes of Rio and Ngamoha for a few minutes, or Federico Chiesa on the left, would do us absolutely no harm. there should be competition for positions, and I'm just not buying that from Arne. Just what he's saying there doesn't really make sense in my opinion. Next quote then, so Arne Slot on being 2 points off 4th place. For me, it says how good the Premier League is this season. It's definitely our first aim to come back to top 4 because we aren't happy with the position we're in at the moment. And well, yes, obviously we're not happy with the position we're in, and look, we're absolutely blessed to be only 2 points off top 4. Like I think the start to our season, getting those 15 points on the board early, has given us some chance of salvaging the season. Like if we hadn't put those 15 points on the board at the start of the season, we would be in absolute dire straits at the minute. We will be beyond salvageable, and we're lucky to only be 2 points off. We currently sit in 9th, I believe, and it's so tight. Like if we can go on a run, and I'm being optimistic here, if we can win, let's say 4 out of 5 games, or 3 games even, and get a few draws as well, like just stop dropping so many points, we could easily start to build a gap there, back up and get into 3rd or 4th spot. Like I agree with Arne, like probably is testament to how good the league is, that like every team is dropping points, but ultimately it's just not good enough. Like it papers over the cracks. Like being 2 points off 4th, sitting in 9th position, is a very different situation to being, let's say, in 5th, 2 points behind, and even a little bit of a gap to 6th, 7th and 8th. Like at least then you're still up the table, you're still competing. Like we're just, like we currently sit 1 point above Everton, and we're behind Man United, Brighton, Sunderland and Crystal Palace. Like that is unacceptable. Like we're the defending champions who went out and spent nearly £500 million in the summer, and we're still talking about being a positive, only being 2 points off top 4. Like that's the irrelevant part. The relevant part is the fact that we're behind these teams and we're only slightly better than Everton. Like Everton are 1 point behind us. I want to just reiterate that. Everton are 1 point behind us, and we're behind Manchester United after being so good last year, spending huge money on brilliant players, and we've just completely fallen apart. We don't know what we're doing. We can't even tell where the direction this team is going in. Like it just doesn't seem to be improving. I'm lost for words at this point, and I think being 2 points off the top 4 is papering over a lot of cracks. Like it's an easy out to say, oh well, we're only 2 points off top 4. It's not that bad. Like it is bad. It is very, very bad. To summarise then, Anfield sector have kindly put up a press conference summary, so I'm going to fly through that. There was some quotes, I didn't go in on detail on this, and if you do want to check them out, please go have a look at the press conference notes or watch it back. But so here's the summary. Joe Gomez got a knock bubble train Friday. Bradley has trained all week and should be in the squad. 4 points from 2 games, positives to take, but still not where we want to be. On Salah, every player is in my mind to start. He's been so influential. Our first aim is to come back to the top 4. On Chiesa, every player has a possibility to start. He's had impact off the bench. It tells you the mentality he has not to concede. On Wirtz, you can see where his confidence is. He kept trying and was creative. On Isak, we want to bring him in more threatening situations. On my list to improve. On Leeds, really strong and aggressive. So for me, I don't want to keep banging on about it every week or every day, but I just don't see it turning around. I want to be proven wrong. I'm going to reiterate that. I want Arne Slot to succeed, but I just don't have any faith in him at the minute. So please do let me know what you're thinking about all this in the comments below. If you have any thoughts on any of the quotes, feel free to leave your score predictions and starting 11 predictions for tomorrow's game in the comments below as well. I'll have a look through them and reply to some of them. But yeah, that's all from me this morning anyway. Look, I'm trying my hardest to be optimistic here, but I'm struggling, I'm not going to lie. Please do hit the like button before you head out. Hit the subscribe button if you're new, and I'll talk to you very soon. Thank you very much for watching.